How you feeling today?
I'm alright. It's a little dreary out here, but I'm alright.
Okay. How has life been for you lately?
It's been a struggle. Trying to get money out here. Trying to boost from these stores that I'm stealing from for 2 years now. No, it's, it's been a struggle, but it's alright. I'm alive.
Introduce yourself, your name, your age, and where you're from originally.
They call me Spoonz. I'm 33. I'm originally from New York, but I've been everywhere traveling.
So yeah, Spoons, tell us a little bit about your childhood.
Uh, you know, I grew up. I grew up a little bit ritzy. From the LES. My parents were. They weren't poor or anything. But my mom died when I was 7. My dad died when I was 15, and I spent the rest of my teenage years in foster care. And when I was released from foster care, I was released without any paperwork, no social security card, no birth certificate, no nothing. So I never had a way to be able to prove who I was to get a job or anything. And I was instantly homeless at 18. And someone taught me about traveling and riding freight trains and getting around, and that's what I decided to do instead of just being homeless in New York City. In order to get one thing, you need the other thing. You know what I mean? In order to get your birth certificate, you need a social security card, or vice versa, or ID. But they're helping me here in Philadelphia now to get an ID. Like, that's something I'm gonna be able to leave with.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
Let's talk about school a little bit. How far you went?
Uh, I got my GED now, but I got to about 11th grade before I dropped out. But I always I focused a lot on music when I was in school. I played a lot. I played snare drum in the band, and now I play a lot of guitar and a lot of stringed instruments. Just as an outlet, being on the streets, to make money. Being a street musician is a good way to make money. So you don't. I've never been a beggar. Even though I've been homeless forever, I've never been like a beggar. I always played music for my money, or I stole for my money. I never had to beg, and that was something I always thought was good. Is I always have a hustle, and other people respect that too.
How long have you been in Philly?
I've been here about 2 years now.
How has it been?
Yeah, but I love the city. I got a love-hate relationship with the city. Especially now since everything's been a little bit harder with the police. It's been a little bit more troubling for me, but I love it here. It's, at the same time, I got a lot of friends and a lot of people I consider family out here now. So
Right. What's been going on with you and the cops?
it used to be able to just do drugs wherever you wanted to do them. That's how it was out here. That's one of the glamours of being here. And now they come up, and one of my best friends got arrested. He's in jail right now for just having a pipe. And that's fucked up. I mean, 'cause where we are. But I mean, that's what we're used to.
Right,
This
right.
mayor's been fucking shit up for us.
Mm. Yeah, so let's get into addiction. Spoons, are you using any substance out here?
Yeah, I'm addicted to fentanyl, xylazine, and cocaine.
How those habits started?
I see. Nah, sorry. I see. I didn't use drugs IV at all until I was about 30. Until I was here, basically. I was just smoking everything, but things just got real bad for me, and I decided to start using IV, which was terrible decision for my addiction, because now I need it. I need to use a needle, and it sucks. It
Yeah,
sucks
definitely. The needle is a whole nother ball game.
for sure.
Let's talk about your first drug experience. What was it?
Uh, it was definitely weed. I was like 14. My friend stole it from his dad. He started smoking weed, and then as I got older, I started messing with LSD and mushrooms and hallucinogens, and I I did a lot of like touring with Grateful Dead and selling acid and stuff. Like I did that until I was about 26, 27. Then I kind of chilled out, and that's when I got with my baby moms, and I lived in Maine for 4 years after that, and I left.
What was it like living out there?
Cold.
Yeah.
Cold as hell, man. Cold as hell. The only reason I left is like I started getting in a lot of trouble with the law, and so did she, you know, and she ended up doing drug court and finishing it, and I ended up just running from it. If and when I go back, I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Right. So let's go into your day to day. Walk us through from the AM to the PM, what it's like in your shoes.
I sleep with the same four. I sleep next to the same four guys I've been sleeping next to for 2 years. You know, we got our own little spot where we sleep. You know, and I wake up at like 7. I go to whatever store I'm gonna boost from, which I walk from 5, 6, 7 stores because they kick me out immediately because they know me. It's been like I've been stealing from the same stores for years, you know. And then I whatever I end up getting, you know, from Red Bulls to candy to whatever. I sell it on the train usually, or I sell it to one of the poppy stores here, and then I get what I need for my wake up, and then usually I do that, and then I chill for a little bit, and then I gotta go back out and do it again, and depending on like yesterday, I went out to Jersey, and I ended up having a good day yesterday. I made like $70 from what I got. You know, and pretty much it. It's pretty much all I do. Like if I.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about, do you snort, smoke, or shoot?
I shoot and smoke, but mostly shoot.
How many times a day do you shoot?
3 or 4, I'd say. I probably do like 4 bags of dope and 4 powders a day, I'd say. That being said, you know, it sucks.
Do you find yourself nodding?
Not really, not anymore. It's kind of just I need it. So I've done 2 bags of dope, 2 powders. I think that's what I do the powder for, because when I nod out, I get my shit stolen. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, any gratuitous amount of money that I've had gets stolen from me. Anything nice I've had gotten stolen from me. My guitar got stolen from me. Everything that mattered been stolen from me.
What all have you lost due to your addiction?
My sanity, the friends that really mattered, you know. Just being able to be a dad to my kid, you know.
You have a son, right?
I do. He's 5 years old.
When the last time you saw him?
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
And your child mother is trying to get you to go out there. Tell her what's the obstacle.
I gotta have enough drugs to be able to get there, and then even then, like, this withdrawal is killing people now. People are dying from this withdrawal. Like, I went to the hospital 4 times just trying to be treated for my withdrawal, and they either just released me, or last time I went to the hospital, they only kept me for a day. They kept me for a day, and they gave me a little bit of meds to kick me out the door, and I'm back doing the same thing, you know. But
so is that your main issue, the withdrawal?
Yeah.
So you think if they had like a magic pill to take that away?
I've thought that, like, if God came down, was like, listen, if you never do heroin again, we won't. You won't have to deal with this right now. We'll let it go. And I would never do it again. I'd never touch it again.
That's what's up, man. When you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see?
Someone broken. Someone hurt. Someone lost.
What are all the things that made you happy before you came down this road?
Music. I used to just listen to music every day, all day, and play music every day, all day. And now I don't even have the option. I don't even have a cell phone, to be able to listen to music. Like, my whole a lot of my identity before being here was music. It's what kept me going.
When you hear some of your homies that you was out here with before turning their life around, like Rob, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I should be able to do it. Rob, I love Rob to death, man. He's like a brother to me, man. And I feel like I'm proud of him that he got out of here.
Yeah, he got his weight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got his weight up. I'll show you his picture when we done.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Word. How is rock bottom? What's your rock bottom?
I'd say this is my rock bottom. I don't know how much lower I can get, really. I mean, I guess, if I get caught up boosting or whatever, I guess I'd be in jail, and that would be my rock bottom. But until then, this is it.
Right. To the people out there who's thinking about coming to Kensington, what would you tell them the do's and don'ts about Kenzo?
Don't come here. Just don't come here. Maybe when I first came here, dope was still dope, and it wasn't this synthetic garbage bullshit that it's got no legs. It's got no. It might seem like it's stronger at first, but then, it's not. And these people serving these drugs, it's just, they don't even know because they don't do it, So.
Sometimes the people that sell drugs use the drugs too. They got some people that do it to support their habit.
You're right. That's true.
So, do you know what they put in the drugs? Do you test it?
No, I mean, for the most part, I just go by what other people say. What they say that they do. But now everything is pretty much just garbage. So I don't even you stay well for an hour, sometimes less, and you got to do everything all over again.
Yeah.
It's
Vicious cycle, right?
vicious.
What do you think about the samples?
I used to think that was the best part of it here. I used to think that was the best part. That's definitely something that people would want to come here for, because you really could, stay here and be well on the samples, and just do that.
But you think the samples is a good thing? Because they're basically experimenting to see what it's going to do to you. And sometimes I come out here, when they give out samples, I see bodies laying everywhere.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary, man, because you don't know. And I heard they be putting a death bag in some of these samples so somebody can die. Have you heard about that?
I have heard of that. I don't know if it's true. But maybe. But I don't understand why they would do that. Why would they do that? I just don't.
Because it's going to draw more customer to them.
That's true. I remember I was in Seattle once, and this dude OD'd, and I saw 3 guys run up to him and shaking him like, "Where did you get it? Where did you get it?"
Wow.
Damn.
Right. So, man, if you could start your life all over, what would you do differently?
Shit. I don't know if I'd do anything differently.
Okay, that's keeping it real. So if you can go back and give your younger self some advice, what would you tell your younger self?
you know, you're not always gonna have everything you had. You know, it could all go like that.
Mm.
And then, you know, like when losing my parents, dude, and like losing all the money and everything, and being alone, it was hard. You
Yeah.
know,
What are some regrets you have in your life?
I guess just being a drug user in general. Like I regret it.
Got you. What are some things that you are afraid of in life?
I don't really know, man.
Okay, yeah, no doubt, brother. I know some of these questions.
I'm not really.
You're doing great.
I've been through so much, man. I don't really know what I'm afraid of.
Are you afraid of dying?
Nah, not
Where
really.
where you think you'll go when you die?
In the ground.
That's real talk. Right? That's real talk.
In the
Or
ground.
you could get cremated, whatever.
Yeah.
However it goes, right?
Right.
How would you like to be remembered? God forbid, if you're not here anymore.
As I don't know. As a nice, honest guy, you know. At least that. At the end of the day, I'm an honest, nice guy. At least that, you know.
Right, right. So, you know, all the stuff that you have been through in your life, what lessons have you learned from it?
Like I said, it's not always gonna be easy,
Mm.
and there's always somewhere else to go. That's something I've always learned, and you know, you're not alone.
Okay, that's what's up. Let's get off topic and it's a wrap. What are some of your favorite foods?
Shit, I love tacos, anything Mexican, you know, spicy food. I love it.
Spicy food?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like spicy food too. If you had, you know, the opportunity to start your own business, what business would you start?
I'd like to make instruments, you know. That'd be cool. Or I used to make canoes and kayaks and shit when I lived in Maine.
Very talented. That's what's up. Do you have a favorite band or artist you listen to?
Uh, when I listen to music, I listen to a lot of punk, and I really like electronic music too. It's something that's a little out of character for someone like me. I really like a lot of dubstep,
Mm.
electronic music. You know.
Right. When you were a little kid, you had any favorite toys?
Shit, I just always played video games when I was a
Oh
little
yeah.
kid.
That's what's up. You know, that was our thing growing up. If your friends or your family see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
I love y'all, and I'll get back there eventually. You know. I miss y'all. You know.
What are your short-term goals now?
Shit. Stay above water.
That's right. Facts about that. And this one is to take us home, man. There are a lot of people in this world who judge people who struggle with drug addiction. What's your message for the world?
Don't. You don't know what it's like. If you've never been there, you can't judge us. You know. You don't know what brought us here, or what made us do it. You know. Addiction is a disease, and it's harder. It's harder than you think.
So yeah, man, Spoonz, thank you so much. How you spell your Spoonz?
Spoonz.
Why they call you that?
Can I play the spoons?
Spoon?
Yeah.
Like eating spoons?
No, but like an instrument.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have to show you. I don't.
Yeah, definitely. That would be something cool for you to perform. You know, show us other stuff that you do besides drugs, right?
Yeah.
That's your boy Rob. That's him right there living his best life.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. He
You
always.
fucking fat, bro. That's crazy.
He told me, man. Yo, tell Spoonz. Let me see, let me see the message he said. Rob, real quick. Let me show you his message real quick that he sent. Yeah, he said, tell him I will buy him a ticket to go to Maine, and that page is waiting for him. So he'll buy you a ticket, man. He want his boy out of here.
All right.
Yeah, man. So, yo, Spoonz, thank you so much for this insight into your world, man. We wish you nothing but success. We wish you'll beat your addiction and get back into your son life. He needs his daddy, and be able to get out of Kensington and be known for your sobriety, not for your addiction.
I appreciate the opportunity, man.
No
Thank you.
doubt. AML family, drop all the positive comments you got for Spoonz, and remember, don't be bitter, be better. We out there. Peace out.